She is not one for feeling sorry for herself or allowing others to feel sorry for her at all. She absolutely is one who's going to put a happy face on it and keep positive both for herself and for the others around her.
She's never seen a glass that wasn't half full. And her immediate reaction to that is, oh, someone left me half a glass.
We were about to retire. We were about to begin living the dream. And unfortunately, that dream ended rather abruptly. I have multiple myeloma. Multiple myeloma is a blood cancer where the plasma cells are affected, and it is one that does not have a cure. Statistics at that point were 3 years. However, I had a genetic deviation, and that was high risk, so my odds were even less. And we soon had to come to terms with that. When I say we, it was a family thing in the sense that everybody was involved in watching my treatment.
First thing I did was find out who I knew that had multiple myeloma or who I knew that had experience with multiple myeloma. And I was lucky enough to have 2 recommendations for Dr. Richardson.
And what he did is he said, we're going to treat it more aggressively. My youngest daughter got engaged. A week after they got married, we went in for the stem cell transplant.
6 months after the stem cell transplant, Deb's numbers started creeping up. She was put on new drugs, but their effectiveness lasts only 6 to 8 months, and a new regimen was needed. She started a new clinical trial of Darvalex and has been doing great for 4 years now.
One of my advantages is that I'm a short-term goal person. So I make short-term goals, and when I reach them, I make the next one. You know, when I was first diagnosed, it was, okay, I want to see Abby married. And then the next goal was, okay, I want to see her have a child. So I've had those goals, and I keep on changing them. My next goal now is for Nate, who's 14. I want to see him graduate from high school.
Since the time her grandchildren were born, it's been an annual tradition for Deb to bring them to this tree and take a picture. Deb lives her life 1 year at a time, one goal at a time, and enjoys every minute. Her current treatment has worked for over 4 years, and the hope is that this treatment will continue to do the job. If a new treatment is needed, the Graff family is confident that Dr. Richardson and Dana Farber will be ready for the task.
My husband and I were at the multiple myeloma race, and he ran by Harry and said, Harry, tell Deb I've got the next thing for her. So it's nice to know that if this stops, he's got something else in mind.
Thank you, Dana Farber, for keeping our Nana alive.
The value of a place such as Dana is that they combine the research with the actual delivery of the care. And that's incredibly important for someone such as Deb, who's got a very rare form of cancer.
We see all sorts of people from all sorts of walks of life and all sorts of ages, and every one of them is treated with respect.
The environment there is so full of hope and optimism, and I think the research that they do there that allows people like my mother to be here 7 years, 4 years longer than anyone had expected her to be is really amazing.
The trials that I have been on have benefited me immensely, but not only me, they're benefiting many, many others in different kinds of cancers. And my biggest hope through all of this is that no one, you know, particularly young people, have to face this kind of cancer or really any kind of cancer.
Deb and Harry have known each other since they were teenagers. They will be celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary on August 24th.